There is no denying that since the implementation of the name, image, and likeness policy on July 1st, 2021, the NCAA transfer portal has become a pay-to-play situation. Student athletes such as Hunter Ryan, a second-year player on SMU's football team, worry about the direction the portal is headed.
It's all about competition, and they're going to go with the best guy, but at the same time, if they're paying some guy to come in and play right away, they're probably going to give more reps at the very beginning to that guy instead of a guy that's a walk-on or preferred guy or maybe even a scholarship guy that's already been there.
In 2021, right before the official implementation of NIL, there were 786 football players in the portal, according to On3 Transfer Portal. A year later, in 2022, after the implementation, there were 2,269, which is a 188% increase in 1 year. This number now sits at 3,162, which is a 302% increase from 3 years ago. Isaac Shade, a college basketball reporter, loves the idea of the autonomy that athletes are getting paid, but suggests a different approach.
There are no caps in place. There are no protections for the student athletes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what I'd like to see is, look, if this is essentially going to be the professionalization of college athletics, we essentially need to treat it as such. There needs to be, for example, a collective bargaining agreement. There needs to be representation like we have with the Players Association in the NFL or the NBA or Major League Baseball, whatever it is. We essentially, at this point, need the same thing for college athletics.
Despite the early stages of NIL, there is no doubt that these student athletes are being taught to set themselves up for the future, regardless if they go pro or not.
Kind of just the future of where they're going in their lives, because it's not only about football, it's about the life after football. So NIL money can go a long ways into saving those guys' careers.
As states continue to enact NIL laws on their own and the lack of intentionality on regulation proceeds, recruiting in the transfer portal has become a lot more transactional than it was ever intended to be.